My name's Matthew, and today we're going to be walking you around this 2023 Mercedes C63S Premium Plus Night Edition. This car's significant for a number of reasons. Its provenance, one owner from new, 7,700 miles from new, the balance of its manufacturer's warranty into 2026, so at least another year, around another year of Mercedes-Benz manufacturer warranty left on this car. It's a Premium Plus, so it comes with absolutely everything as standard, and it's a night edition, which means you get the gloss black mirrors, all the black mirror surrounds, lots of gloss black accents all around the car. Now, this is running Mercedes 4-litre V8 twin turbo, running 510 brake horsepower. And as many Mercedes purists know, this car was replaced by a 2-litre 4-cylinder hybrid version. Now, being a 2323, it's the last of this generation. It's got the engine that everybody wants, and we all know the manufacturers going to hybrid on these sorts of things are all changing their minds and realizing how great V8s actually are. So I do think a last of a generation, super low mileage, super low owner example is incredibly significant. Now, the car is finished in Spectral blue. I had a real moment there where I forgot. The car is finished in Spectral blue, so it's not brilliant blue metallic, which is very popular on these cars. It's actually a very, very rare color. So a very rare car in a very rare color. And let's talk about some of the styling on the car. We've got the amazing final updates that you got of this generation, including that Pan-American grille, Mercedes' incredible intelligent adaptive LED light system. Being a Premium Plus, we've got things like adaptive cruise control hidden really nicely in the front three-pointed star, the forward-facing part of the 360 surround cameras, and then all this lovely aggressive styling down here, all finished in gloss black, including this sort of breakaway section in the middle of the front grille. Coming around the passenger side, some really lovely, particularly famous now C63 items. We've got the AMG wheel with the center lock style insert in the middle, the big AMG brake calipers on the back there, also painted in red with the AMG logo on them. And I do love this wheel. It's a satin black finish with this lovely AMG logo almost etched into the edge of the wheel. V8 bi-turbo, look how critical that suddenly becomes. That night package running through the bottom of the lower sills here and on the mirror cases there. And then go have a look inside. Again, Premium Plus, keyless entry. All the bits you'd want inside, illuminated tread plates, AMG performance seats, carbon fiber interior zone. Just go and have a look at the inside of this car. It is absolutely incredible. And for me, what you're going to see now is condition. Look at these seat bolsters. Look at the wear. Look at there's not even a scratch on this door tread plate down here. It's in that good of a condition. And it becomes really, really rare on these cars now. And in the corner of the mirror there, you'll see a little triangle. That's your blind spot monitoring. Privacy glass to the rear three-quarters, including the glass panoramic roof that these cars are fitted with. And then coming around the back, we've got darkened rear tail lights. I still think this generation of C63 looks incredibly mean and current for me at the back. The updated facelift gives you a much, much more aggressive rear corner of the bumper, much bigger exhaust pipes now with these AMG branded exhaust pipes on this generation, and a huge rear diffuser, I beg your pardon, also finished in that gloss black with this extra lower horizontal fin. And that is how you tell the difference between a first generation and a second generation of these cars. I love the C63S logo there, and I don't believe I can open the boot, but if you bear with me a second, I'll grab the key and I'll release the boot. Actually, I might be able to do it here. And you can see the space in there. Excuse the foot mat. I'll put that away over there, but it is important that I show you how big the boot is. You've got these lovely handles either side that can lower the back row seats, so you can get loads of storage throughout the car. But again, let's talk about condition. Your original tethering mat or tethering net, all in its original packaging. The plastic still on the Mercedes-Benz, and I believe this is the car care pack with all of the products in there. I mean, how fantastic is that? All still in its original condition. And then we have an extra little section here, I believe. This is for your tyre sealant and compressor if you do have a flat tyre, but you can see all completely sealed, completely original. It is a power tailgate as well, so I just press that button and the boot closes for you. Jumping into the car, let's talk about the actual engine and the interior and the drivability, or from the driver's point of view for this vehicle. And I'll just fire that V8 into life. Every time you turn this car on, you're blown away by how amazing the noise of that V8 is. But let's look at the door card. We've got incredible materials, smooth leather down the armrests and across this sort of quilted section of the door. Some lovely light Alcantara there and brushed aluminium as we go into the door controls. Memory settings for driver and passenger and huge adjustability in the seat. Electric heated seats, the Burmester high-end premium surround sound system, electric folding, heated and anti-dazzle mirrors. This car literally has everything you would ever want. And now when you know that you've got a highly spec'd C63, you look at this panel of buttons down here. Look how much we have. Heads-up display, lane keep assist, and then I believe this is a steering assist button or some form of steering button that adjusts the feel that you get through the steering. Automatic headlights for those adaptive matrix beam lights in front of you, and then the updated interior for the facelift of this generation of car. So what we have is Mercedes updated virtual cockpit. You can see it's a full digital cockpit now. It's super adjustable. You can control lots of things on this screen using the little touch panel on the steering wheel, and I can scroll from the right hand side to the left hand side and go through all of the amazing adaptive screens that you can click on. I've currently got G-force and oil and gearbox temperature over on the left hand side. This can all be configured, and then a massive heads-up display in front of me, which the camera will sometimes struggle to pick up, but I promise you it's there. A really lovely option. And of course, being a Mercedes, you still have Mercedes luxury. Fully electric steering column, in, out, up and down, and on the wheel itself, an amazing set of controls. So as I said, these little touch panels here will control this right hand side, will control that screen. This left hand side will control that infotainment screen on the left, the big sat nav screen. And then coming back to the steering wheel itself, your adaptive cruise control settings on the right, all your multimedia, voice control and Bluetooth settings on the left hand side, and then these amazing digitally enhanced little adaptable driving mode screens down here. So you've got a little wheel down here which is very similar to Porsche's drive control switch, and if you have a look on the left hand side, when I scroll through this switch, you can see all the drive modes that we can move through. It looks like there is 6 individual drive modes on this particular car, all the way down to race, which is very, very nice. And then on the left hand side, shortcuts that you can configure. So sports exhaust, if I do that and give the car a little blip, you can hear the sports exhaust which is on, which is switchable, and loads of dynamic switches, and you can adjust what you want in those 2 screens. Moving into the center of the cabin, I'm currently in the Bluetooth settings, but if I come out, you can see this particular version of Mercedes-Benz command system. We've got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto that can be plugged into the system. It has, of course, got its own satellite navigation system as well. Now, if I click in there and zoom out, I'll give you a nice idea of the Mercedes' own individual system, and you can see how fast that system is as we load in. It's a really, really intuitive system, but as I say, if you want to plug your phone in and use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, it's all built into this car. Dual zone climate control, some shortcut buttons down the inside, but then look at the carbon fiber through the center of the gear tunnel. It's absolutely everywhere, and it's gloss and it's beautiful. Massive cubby hole down here. You've got a lovely extra section down the front and 2 cup holders in there. You've got some more shortcut buttons here for the sports exhaust on its own if you don't want to use the steering wheel one. And on the left-hand side, gearbox and suspension settings. You can control the sat-nav and everything through this wheel or this little touchpad on the top as well. And a big center bin in the middle there with USB slots throughout and loads of extra storage. And then what I'll do is I will run that tilt and slide opening roof so you can see what the car looks like with the roof open. And when that completes, I'll just switch the car off and jump out and summarize for you. So for me, for a long while, this was an end of era V8 C63S. From what the rumors are saying, Mercedes have done a full U-turn and they're bringing it back. But my goodness me, of course they are. What a special, special car these are, and they are designed to have V8s in the front of them. This being probably one of the lowest mileage, best provenance cars in a very rare color available for sale in the UK today. My name is Matthew. I hope the video's helped. Thanks for watching.